Alright, I am back with yet another unboxing, and this time, it's the Astronaut Galaxy Light. Now, I've seen these kind of things before, and they were not shaped like an astronaut. They were just little things that looked kind of like this, but this, I had to have this. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm kind of into planets and space and stuff, and this is the perfect thing to go along with all that. And on the side here, if you can see that, it kind of shows you what it does a little bit. It has a multicolor light show, animated scenes, laser star lights, sound sync mode, remote control, and USB powered. There's the other side of the box. Kind of has a cool little light effect there. And really, there's not much to do here besides get into this. I'm actually curious to see if this little guy is as tall as this box or if he's a little bit shorter. So let's open this thing. And I have the perfect knife for this job. Space knife. All right, let's see if we can get fancy with this and do it both at once. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. All right, now let's do this one. All right, that one was a lot easier. All right, well, thanks, Space Knife. I appreciate it. All right, I think it's ready to be opened. I just thought this would be a fun little video. Something simple. But I'm actually pretty excited about it. I think it's cool. You know, while we're talking about lights, did you know that you could get LED coasters now for your cups? I bought this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I mean, that's what it looks like. I don't really know what I was expecting. And there it is. It actually has 3 settings. This, and this. Look at him. Didn't even notice the ring light glare. I don't know. That's actually kind of cool. I like it. Anyway, let's see what's in here. We got a remote. Let's see what's on the remote here. Music, and music. And a few other buttons that are numbered and lettered. And rotate and rotate. Music mode and LED laser. This one takes 2 AAA batteries. Most of these remotes take the little round batteries. Kind of interesting that this one takes AAAs. I guess not that interesting. Here we have the USB cable, the power plug. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Oh, the remote came with batteries too. Awesome. Warriors. All right, now, here he is. Look in there, there he is. All right, let's get this thing out of here. Oh, let's be careful, we don't want to hurt him. Oh, okay. He is almost about as tall as the box is. And then in here, paperwork. This is very profound. Who's the author of this? It looks like his head adjusts, so you can adjust where the light is going to shine. That's pretty cool. The laser comes out of here, and it looks like he's standing on the moon. That's pretty neat. The feet do come off the stand, so there's the thing you know now. I like this little guy. Look at him. So let's not waste any more time. And let's plug this thing in. Oh, that's a pretty long cable. I like that. All right, let's get this thing plugged in. And I probably will end up turning off some lights here to really test this thing out. Oh man, how funny would it be if the little thing went in its ass? Where does it go, actually? Oh, that's so weird. It goes on his head. Huh. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that. Now, do take note. My walls are gray, so if you have a lighter wall, this will look a lot better than it does for me. You can kind of see what's going on here. What settings do we have here? Sound react. What's sound react? Oof. Hey, it works. I guess you really do need the remote to change this a lot. Let's get these lights off. I expected the Galaxy to be a little bigger. It's kind of small. Still kind of cool. Let's see. C2? Ooh, it's green. That's pretty cool. Now that one actually looks a little bit bigger. What's C3? Oh god, that one's red. That's kind of cool. Again, if you have a lighter wall, this will look a little bit better. C4, blue and green. Oh, I like that one actually. C5 is green and red, and this appears to be blue and red. That one's pretty cool too. I like the way it looks on the planet there. C7 is red and green. Oh, actually that's cool. It moves a little bit more than the other one. Okay, so now this has also, let's go back to C1. Rotate, what does that do? Oh, you can make it spin faster or slower. Oh, okay, so that slows it down all the way. This speeds it up. Oh, look at me learning. You can also turn off the laser and just have it be like that. So I have an idea. Okay, so it's on the floor now. See, that's why my only real complaint is just that's just not very big. Let's see what C2 is like. That one's pretty neat. I noticed something. These lights are flashing. So if you have things in your house that uses these little remotes, this is going to interfere with it. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Now you can turn down the rotation so it's slower. And you can make it, oh wow. So not only is it rotating, but it's also doing that thing. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, right on that planet, that looks pretty awesome. My lights keep freaking out though. But once you get this set up to where you want it, you know, you don't have to mess with the remote too often, but it is a little bummer that it interferes with stuff like that. Okay, I just found out something awesome. You can only have the green laser lights. You can have both, or you can only have that. I didn't realize at first you could only have the lasers. So this thing does everything those little guys do, but he just looks like a astronaut. And that's still pretty cool. You can see where it wants to shine on things. You can see that it is the full circle. Here's a better look. I'll use my shirt as a canvas at what these settings look like. That is so cool. Oh, I look like some sort of Dark Souls enemy right now. That's awesome. There's the other setting. Oh, that looks pretty cool too. These are all really, really cool. I just wish my wall would show them a little better. Actually, it looks a little better from over here. Maybe I should have had it sitting there the whole time, huh? Well, even here, it's still not very bright. Even these lights here kind of dull the light a little bit, but I think you get the idea. And as long as you know what to expect giving your own walls, most people don't have like gray walls like I do. Some people do. Some people have darker walls. Some people have white, bright walls. It really comes down to, do you have gray walls with dark tapestries all over your wall, or do you have walls that will show up light more? Right there's a good example of what it's going to look like on something that's light. My carpet is light, and if you have light walls, that's going to look awesome. Look at that as opposed to on the dark tapestry and on the ground. So right there is a good indication that if you have light walls, this is going to look awesome. Let's talk about the negatives real quick. He doesn't look down, so he won't look straight ahead. He only looks kind of up like that. You may have to sit him on your floor though. The remote will interfere with any other light you have in your room. It's an infrared remote, so if you have lights like this, or like that, or like the ones I have around my TV here, it's a good chance that you're gonna hit these buttons and all your lights are gonna freak out, kind of like you saw earlier. And another thing that could be a negative is it does plug in with USB. Now, if you have a brick, you can just plug this into the wall anywhere you want, so that might not be a real big deal. And I think my only other complaint is I kind of expected the galaxy spin part to be a little wider and spread out more. Now that really kind of depends on how far away you have this thing from the wall. The further away you have it, the bigger and wider it's going to be. So I guess just back it as far away as you can if you want it to be bigger. This is probably the worst case scenario, is of how dark my room actually is. And the walls being dark and the tapestries. So if you have something lighter than this room, you'll be in even better shape. But this thing's pretty straightforward. It is a light show with lasers. I got this from Walmart and it was $20. All right, that's about it. I don't think this video needs to be any longer. I think you get the idea. This thing's pretty cool. And like I said, this is the worst case scenario. I doubt anybody's places are much darker than this, and if they are, well then I guess the lights will be a little bit dimmer. But if not, they'll be a lot brighter. And if you did watch this video, thanks, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and him too, and maybe I'll see you around on the internet again someday. Later.